Hey everyone, grateful to have you tuning in for today's message. And today I'm coming to you at the back end of, I've just done my daily F45 session, but I've actually added in something very interesting into my daily routine. Today's only day one, but I'm letting you guys know about it because it really ties into, actually it's the inspiration for today's message. And I really want to share with you what I'm currently doing in my life that's helping me on not just a physical level. It's a physical thing that I'm doing, but basically it's something that is helping me to expand my mindset. And in particular, it's going to help me with my own confidence levels. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, because who doesn't want a little more confidence in their lives? You know, with confidence, you know, we feel like we can tackle the challenges. We feel like we can handle the inevitable challenges and we can break through to our next level. So I'd love to hear from you. Drop me a comment. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from, what's going on in your world, and tell me, is self-confidence something that you have personally struggled with? And I want to dive in. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to differentiate our sense of self-confidence with our sense of self-esteem. All right, this is a really good one to get your mind around. If you haven't heard me talk about this before, today might be your first time. So I hope that it hits you in the heart where it matters and definitely inspires you to do something different in your life to get some different results, and in particular results that generate self-confidence. All right, so let's have a look. So excuse me while I do a couple of shares. So I just noticed yesterday, you know, sometimes it might look like I'm not paying attention in the first minute or so. I'm literally just trying to share this really quickly across the platforms so that I can get out to all of you guys. So let's not worry too much about that and let's dive in. So today's message is confidence is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. All right. So think about it this way. So first of all, I'll differentiate between self-confidence and self-esteem, like I mentioned. So self-confidence is actually, it's a skill set. It's in your ability. You have confidence or you lack confidence really in relation to your perception of your ability in a skill set. How well can you do something, right? That's what it's all about. And, you know, basically our self-esteem is how much we just know that we, just being the human being that we are inherently of value. All right. That time of the day when I just get smashed in the face with the sun. Hang on. And so basically, today, what I want to talk to you about and tell you about what I've been doing in my life in order to up-level my own confidence is doing something very different, including something in my normal regime in life to help me to create new neural pathways in my brain. How do we do that? We do something different, right? We learn a new skill. And remember, our ability in a skill set is actually what generates our confidence. So if we want higher levels of confidence, you don't just get confidence and then you've got it for life. Confidence requires maintenance. Confidence is like building a muscle. You can't just like build a bicep and then just think you're going to have that till the end of your days. No, you've got to maintain it. You've got to hone it. You've got to challenge it at ever heavier weights, right? To be able to keep growing and keep going and keep having that confidence, right? So that's how it works in all of our skill sets. Now, I've been stuck in some normal habitual habits, albeit them very healthy habits. You know, I've been training at the gym and doing that sort of exercise and lifting weights, you know, really since probably I started that when I was maybe 18, but really got into it probably more so in my early 20s. And basically I've been doing that for a long time, right? And, you know, about back in November when I moved up north to to Noosa, I got into F45. As you guys who've been following me for a while, you know that. And I was loving it, right? And I was doing all that, and that was a new kind of way of training because I'd been used to going to the gym by myself, kind of creating my own programs, putting my headphones in and just being in my own zone and just working out and lifting weights. And F45 was just next level for me because I got to be in a group environment. So it's just, a different energy. I didn't have to think about it. I was challenged beyond my current limits because it was a whole different style of training, more cardio style training. And it was really good for me to be in that environment. Now, with the whole coronavirus and stuff, at least I was able to do my F45 sessions at home. So I do them on my iPad, and I've got that. And I've got all my F45 stuff still going on there. I don't know. I might just stay there for a while because I just got all the equipment. Took a while to get here. But anyway, that took my training to a new level. But it's still in my zone of comfort. My body's been used to this sort of style of training for a long, long time. And it just so happens, this is a funny story, but my mum actually, she's very much into her health and always looking and searching all these different things online. And she ended up buying this program, this training program, but it was dancing. So it was a dancing workout, and she kind of showed me it, and I kind of laughed at her. She just gave me some love then. She's listening on, but I kind of laughed at it a little bit and thought, oh, that's not a workout. Like, I should take you through what I do, sort of thing. And anyway, she tested it out. It wasn't really for her. It was like a little bit advanced for what she wants to do right now. And basically, I thought, you know what? She sent it over to me, and I just looked at it again, and I watched the introduction video, and I was like, might actually be fun, right? Like I want to be able to dance maybe, so let's just do it, And I used to dance when I was a lot younger, I used to do tap and jazz and ballet when I was at school, right? Primary school. And then it just kind of, I probably got, to be honest, if I think about it, I probably just got too self-conscious, about dancing. So, it stopped, and I did move interstate and all sorts of stuff got in the way of that. But basically, I thought, why don't I just give it a go, right? It's got this program, it's got the videos there, it tells me exactly what to do. It only goes for a few minutes. Like, it was like, I don't know, there were 3 videos and they're all like 5 minutes each or something. I thought, I'll just test it out. I'll do it as a bit of a warm-up before I get into my F45 session. Anyway, it was actually loads of fun, and it was actually really challenging. And why I've just committed to doing this for 8 straight weeks is because that's the program, but because it's something totally out of my comfort zone. I noticed my body, right? Because my body is so used to being quite rigid, holding perfect form, that you do when you're lifting weights, right? You're not moving, wiggling your hips, right? You're not doing that at all. It's a very masculine way of getting into your body is going to the gym. And I noticed this was just like totally different. Like, it kind of threw my whole mindset off. Like, I couldn't think of anything else other than like what I was physically doing. So it shut off all the chatter, all the distractions, everything else going on in my mind, so that I was just really honed in and focused on this new skill set, this new way of moving your body. This is just an example that I wanted to share with you. But basically, from doing that, I know that this is going to help me on a multitude of levels. Now, I'm not telling you guys you have to go and do a dance class or something, but basically what I want to share with you is if you want higher levels of confidence, it's not just about doing the same old things that you've always done and you're accustomed to. Yes, keep up your amazing healthy habits in your life. I'm definitely going to keep up my weight training, right? But how could you challenge yourself to a new skill set, right? Something totally different that will create new neural pathways in your brain. And what happens is, no matter what realm you develop a new skill set in, right? Could be in your physical intelligence, it could be in your intellectual intelligence, it could be in your emotional intelligence, could be in your spiritual intelligence, whatever area of life you're looking to develop a new skill set in, what it does is it allows you to create a new ability And with your perception of your ability up leveling, so too does your confidence. And that confidence will merge into all areas of your life. And what it'll also do is it'll allow you to develop a new perspective on yourself, a new relationship with yourself as to how you handle and break through challenges. Do you believe yourself to be somebody who can learn new skill sets no matter what age you are, no matter what area of life it is? Because if you do, that's probably the best thing possible, the best belief that you could have, taking that on your journey to grow and expand to new levels of your potential in whatever area. You know, if you're developing and challenging yourself, say with your physical body, if you do that and you develop a new skill, simultaneously developing that confidence, the next time you have a relationship challenge, you're going to handle it at a higher level. Why? Because that confidence in yourself to know that you can learn and you can grow and you can challenge yourself and you can handle it, it seeps into that area of your life. Or you're faced with another challenge in your career or your work or your life mission or whatever that is for you. And instead of, staying in your comfort zone and just thinking, it got challenging now, maybe it's just not for me, you'll go, no, challenge accepted. I know I can learn anything. I can handle anything. Look what skill sets I've been able to develop right now. You know, look at my abilities here. And there is no better ability to create than your ability to handle challenges and learn new things. You know, not just stay in the same old habitual patterns and ways of being and master those. Okay, do that. But what else? How are you currently challenging yourself to do something new so that you can develop the skill set of learning in uncertainty? Now that is where your power is, you know, because most people just want to be certain in life. They just want to know what they want to know and that's it, you know, and they don't want to be confronted with anything new or challenging. They want to run away from that. They don't want to accept responsibility for not knowing. You know, don't be one of those people, because those are the people who end up feeling very unfulfilled and very disconnected in their lives. You know, be the kind of person who will always learn, who will always grow, who will face the challenges, because they're inevitable in life, no matter what area you're in, no matter how cushy you're trying to make your life, challenges will come your way. You want to be the kind of person who can break through, and you back yourself on that. And, you know, my kind of just silly little example there is ultimately one, you know, that is going to help you, you know, just take it into your own life and think about, you know, what is it in your own life that, you know, you can ultimately start? What could you be doing? What's the thing that you could be adding to the equation that will help you to believe in your ability to grow and expand and develop new skill sets? Because like I said, you know, confidence is like a muscle. You've got to use it or you lose it. So how are you expanding it, and not just maintaining it, but actually growing it, right? And the way that we do that is we develop new skill sets that are out of our current sphere of knowledge. All right. So hope that this has supported you. Hope it's helped you. I want to definitely dive in and check out who's been able to join me today. So drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your world. Have you got any questions or comments or words of wisdom that you'd like to contribute to today's conversation? That would also be amazing. So let me check in. I've got Giannis Calamera from Athens. Awesome. Hope you're doing well over in beautiful Greece, one of my favorite places on the planet. So that's so cool. And Judy's here, and Joel and Bikram and Paula and Sanford, awesome, and Kimberly and Daryl, skydiving, whitewater rafting, cave climbing, and other extreme adventures. My confidence is extremely high. Oh, I love that. You know, I've got a funny story on that. I've done skydiving before and I just loved every moment of it. I didn't get scared skydiving. It was more just, I was just totally excited. It was something I'd always wanted to do. I did it back on my 21st birthday. It was a bit of a surprise on my 21st birthday. And basically that wasn't scary at all. But then I did flying trapeze, where you're, you know, kind of like circus stuff, and you're, you know, swinging on a rope, only about 7 meters high, you know, not 11,000 feet when you jump out of a plane, or when I did. did, but just up 7 meters and swinging out, and I was absolutely terrified. That was a whole different realm for me, and pushing through that was much more confidence inducing than jumping out of a plane. So I love that. And I've got some totally funny stories on whitewater rafting, but I'll be here all day with you guys. So I love that, Daryl. That's so cool that you're into your adventurous sports, and they're great ways of challenging your mind's capacity, to get outside of the norm. We're normally just sitting around and not doing much, right? So to go and test your capacities in those realms is a really great suggestion there, Daryl. Love what you're doing. And Fareen's here. Thank you so much, beautiful. Great to have you. And Tim's in the house, and Brandon and Paul. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Hello from Houston, Texas. Oh, Texas is a place I love as well. So awesome, and grateful that this was of value to you, Paul. And Daryl, encouragement is oxygen for the soul. John Maxwell. I love that. That's such a good quote. Thanks for sharing, Daryl. As always, I love your quotes. So I hope this message has served you and resonated with you guys. Just a little bit of a funny story about what's going on in my life. But really, there's a serious message behind it, which is if you want higher levels of confidence, you have to build your skill set. Now, ultimately, you want to be building skills that are in alignment with the kind of life that you want to create. What's your purpose? What's your mission? What's your vision? What skills do you need to have to manifest that, to create that in your life, and to focus on that, because you'll be more willing to push through the challenges. So you'll be able to build more and more confidence, right? So hope that is of value to you, and it'll just remind you to ask yourself, what are my habitual patterns? And how could I add a new skill and tag it on to something that I'm very consistent with? Like for me, F45, I do that every day, and I'm just going to tag in before I get started as a bit of a warm-up, this dance training, and I'm excited about what that 8 weeks will do, and not just on a physical level, on a mental level, because it's challenging me out of my comfort zone, right? And Roxanne is from Texas too. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love Texas so much. I've only been to Dallas in Texas, but I absolutely loved every moment of it. I actually helped out at a conference there, so it was a lot of fun. So I hope that this message has served you. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining me live today. Always appreciate getting to connect with you guys. I love when you contribute to the conversation and share your words of wisdom and your experiences. And as always, I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, that you're doing something super empowering, and today's message has definitely served you, and I hope it just inspired you to challenge yourself a bit, create some new neural pathways by building a new skill set, and challenge yourself way out of your comfort zone. For me, that's dance. Not in my sphere of comfort at all. But, I'm willing to commit to that because I know the benefits of building new skill sets, so I can build my confidence in different areas and just build that ability to trust and believe in my own ability to always learn and grow no matter what the challenge. All right, so I hope that's inspiring for you. Thanks so much again for joining me. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.